Less than two crew squad. Welcome back into the stream, everybody. Hope you are doing well. Hope you're having a lovely Thursday. It's weird to say Thursday, not Friday, but listen, we had to make it happen. I'm going to be gone tomorrow, and I'm going to be gone for about 4 days. So this was the last opportunity for me to get to talk to y'all before next Friday. Pretty much. Because I still intend on doing a stream Tuesday, but it's going to be Spookies. So I don't know, a lot of people may not be around for that one. But this was the last stop before I leave. So I wanted to make sure I come in. We have a little bit of a chat session, a little bit of the pad. This has been a busy week for a busy boy. I can't even begin to count how many podcasts I've done this week. It's been a lot. It's been a lot. This is the last stop before my vacation, my little trip. So it should be a good time here. Let me just say hello to the early chatters before we get any further, though. Memories, Nathan, welcome in. Jesse, happy Thursday to you. Jay, welcome in. Mandy, how's it going? Ichiyami, hey, Pooya in chat, ready for that Friday feeling? We're going to deliver it on this lovely Thursday night. That Friday feeling coming your way. Let's see. Genrads, hello. Sal's, yeah. OG, welcome in. Walling, hello. English, hey, Muffin, thank you for the 30th month. Appreciate you. Welcome back into the Less Than Two crew. Appreciate it. We're going to pad post tonight after the day I've had. I'm happy to be with the crew. Walling, happy to have you here. Terra Teeth, welcome in. Let's see. Chalet, hello. Amy, hello. Kansas. Kalita, hope you're doing well. Zorro, first time chat. Hope you enjoy your time here with us, Zorro. Welcome in from out of lurk mode into the chat. Lori, hello. Petty Paper, Casual Thursday, exactly. Wicked Tricks, what's good? Let's see. Corey, hello. Because love, what's good? Chrissy with a 15-month. Thanks so much, Chrissy, with a tier 2. Thank you, Chrissy. Appreciate it. Samantha, hello, welcome in. Damien, what up? Nowhere Man, hello, welcome. Red Wings, what's up? How was the spooky stream on Tuesday? I wanted to stick around, but when you mentioned there would be fire, I was out. Sorry. Hey, no worries, OG. It was better than I anticipated. I think I was less fearful than I've been in the past. So I was okay with it. I stomached it, so to speak. So it was fine, but we'll see. I think it's going to get worse before it gets better. Like, I think I got a lucky bit of the chapter. I think the next little bit's going to become a little bit more brutal. So that's kind of where I'm sitting at right now. Sound looks so good. Thank you, Corey. Yeah, so chat, let me know what you think of the new aesthetic here, the new digs. Now that I've added this section. This is my old desk that I've put over here. The new desk is a standing desk that I've got over here that I'm using. So that's my old desk that I was able to put this on for the display. And I think it looks good so far, but let me know. Chickadee, thank you for the first time chat. Hello, welcome in. Jabita, thank you for the 27 month. Appreciate you. Appreciate it. Right on, check out the next one. Sounds good, OG. Looks fab. Thank you, because love. RGB fan, welcome in. So I'm going to let people come in while that's happening. Let me tell you why this week has been busy. Because, okay. So this week, I had 3 Traders Canada podcasts. I had a 90-day podcast. I had a Masked Singer podcast. I also had 3 anonymous podcasts. And the reason why that one was a lot more strenuous is because in order to do the anonymous, I had to watch the entirety of the show because I was not keeping up with it on a week-to-week. So I watched from episode 4 and 9 episodes of the Anonymous back to back in like 24 hours. So that was a lot in order to do the exits and then do the recap as well. So that was fun. And then I feel like there's one other thing that I'm missing that I can't remember. I don't think so. I think that's everything. Oh, and the Tuesday stream. We did the Tuesday stream this week. Yeah. Let's see. I've been your spooky stream since Tuesday. Well, RJ fan, you gotta wait. You gotta wait for it. Good things come to those who wait. Steph, welcome in. Loving the anonymous post. Thank you, Samantha. Appreciate it. I didn't know you did an anonymous podcast. I just caught up today. Amy, perfect timing, because I interviewed the finalists, the winner, and Mike and I recorded and put out a series recap today. So that should all be available now. So yeah, there you go. You can binge the anonymous, eh? Yes. Do I cover who done it? Do I cover them all? It's my job. Oh. So happy about the, yeah, there we go. Just read that. Well done being unbeaten in Europe. Taylor, at what cost? A 1-1, hate it here. I hate it here. I don't like it. You watch them for sure? Sounds good, Amy. I hope you enjoy them. But yeah, so that's kind of been the MO here, getting everything done before I leave for 4 days. So I've had that going on, that on the back of my mind. I also did the mess magnets this past week. We also had a Goose Goose stream. I've literally been like just work, trying to get everything in order before I go. And now we're here. It's the final stop. Final stop in the tour is the pad with the squad. It was busy. But then next week looks very free, very open, because I found out today that there's no Traders Canada next week because of NFL. Don't know why specifically next week, but we do not have the Traders next week. So there's no Traders Monday night. So we're off a week for Traders. Then also, Masked Singer could be off because of the World Series. If it goes to a game 5, I believe we'll miss out on one. So, yeah. Here I was setting up a bedtime snack, which will be more likable. Oreo flavored Coke Zero or Coca-Cola Oreo cookies with popping candy. Oh my God. Not Oreo flavored Coke Zero. If you have to pick between those two, I say Coca-Cola Oreo cookies with popping candy, even though I don't agree. But you know what I mean. So, hey, hope you're doing well. Welcome in. Yeah, no Red Wings. There's no NFL. There's no NFL. There's no Traders on Monday. We're on a week delay at that point. Woo! The Pirate Crew is in the building. Russ, thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. Welcome on in, Pirate Crew. Hope you had a fun time playing. Were you playing a new spooky game? Are you in your spooky grind right now, Russ? I think that's what you've been up to. Welcome in. If you're looking to take a load off, just chill, have a conversation. This is the place for you. If you're about to dip out because you've been watching Twitch for a little too long, or you're going to raid and run, I completely understand it, friends. Thank you for stopping by. And Russ, thank you for the raid, fella. Appreciate it. All right, let me scroll up real quick. Sorry, my Steelers are playing the Giants that day. Well, I have a player from the Steelers on my fantasy team, so I did know that. But I don't know what is the significance of this game being... Why are we getting a week off for this game when NFL has been going on for weeks now? You know what I mean? But yeah, welcome in, Vinyl, Muse, Doug. Welcome. Dodgers or Yankees? Dodgers. Go Dodgers with that one. Don't know much about baseball. I watched my first ever baseball game like a week ago. Was it a week ago? It was less than a week ago, actually. Oh, the Coke Zero smells like Oreos more than it tastes like it. The bottle reads fizzy cookie flavored. I don't love that. Russ does Greg spooky content all of October. What's Greg content? It's random. Who do you have? Najee Harris, the running back from Pittsburgh, is who I've got. But chat, if you're new here, or if you typically don't make it to the 10 p.m. streams on Friday because you're out and about, you know, at a club, bar with friends, weekending it up, I don't know, or maybe you're just sleeping, who knows? This is the stream we do every Friday night, which we're doing today because I won't be around tomorrow. It's the pad. There's a couple of things we do here. This is very much a community night in a way, because it's just me having a conversation with you, one-on-one or one-on-100, depending on how people are in the chat. There is a anonymous form. If you want to submit questions anonymously, you can do so. Exclamation advice for that one. Let me unlock the form right as I say that. And you can ask about anything. Could be TV, could be me, could be movies, could be whatever you want. Literally whatever you want. If it's too inappropriate, I will stop it at its tracks, probably. Sometimes I answer it, so you never know. But yeah, we have a good time. I've answered over 2 + 2 + 3 = 7. I've answered almost 7,500 questions in my tenure doing the pad. So it's incredible stuff. But yeah. Good pick. I'm a Yankees hater. Well, I did watch the Mets game because it was Rob's birthday that day. and I wanted to watch the game and if they win, send them a nice message, and then they lost and I didn't send them a message. So, oh, I did the slop. That's the other podcast I did. I knew there was one more. So yeah, 3 traders, 3 anonymous, 1 big brother, 1 90-day, 1 massacre. So 9 podcasts in the span of Monday through now. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 9 podcasts, 4 days. But yeah. There you go. Our RB1 smart move. There we go. Yeah, the Najee's on my flex spot and has been for the last bit. Happy to guess, Pat. Happy to hear it, so. Happy you're here with the squad. Yeah, I don't know what Greg content is. I'm lost on this. Unless it was a typo. The Yankees have won 27. I did see Yankees have won the most, right? Very excited for the Tuesday pad this week. Sorry, Thursday. Thank you, Russ. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Russ. You sticking around or you going to go rest? What you up to? You were so funny on the slop. Thank you so much, because love. I had a fun time with the slop. The slop is like the one podcast where I'm like, I'll let the intrusive thoughts win, if that makes sense. As in, if I think of a filthy joke, I'm saying it. I'm not going to hold it in because it's the slop. You're supposed to, legally, you're supposed to. There's a lot of talking. It is. And that's not counting the stream I did on Tuesday night as well. So, what was the Mess Magnets topic / theme? If it's the LFP. Oh yeah, Mandy, it's already out. We talked about the Amelia and Andrew Garfield chicken date shop. We talked about Lunchly and KSI and Logan Paul and Mr. Beast. Typically when there's internet news, that's when Sasha will recruit me to come talk about it, because I'm very well versed / I keep up with it. Then there was that interview with the person who talked about the SOS Rihanna song. What was the first story we talked about that on that pod? There was one more that I do not remember now. Someone in chat might remember. I'm grabbing food, but I'll be around. Sounds good. What are you getting, Russ, before you go to grab food? Oh, boba. Thank you, Softy. Yes, the boba controversy with Dragon's Den in Canada. Looks like CTV will also have Monday Night Football for the last 4 weeks of the season, starting 12-16, so I assume traders will end on 12-9. That's not a bad way of figuring it out, Red Wings. I appreciate that. But also, does that really mean... Yeah, I guess it makes sense. It would be done in a month. That makes sense. You're behind on your Mess Madness is usually your travel pod. That's fair. That's fair, Mandy. Chicken Shop Dip was so cute. I want them to fall in love. Lunchly was gross from what the video showed. Yeah, it's got mold in it. A chicken pot pie. Oh, my 3 favorite things, Russ. Enjoy. I'm lying. I don't like pie. All right, next question. Or first question, I guess. Thoughts on last night's Survivor episode? Love that Mergatory didn't happen this time. I don't disagree with you. I had a good time. Survivor this season has been great. Survivor this season has been delightful. Don't make me pull the apple pie clip. There's an apple pie clip? Mandy, when I tell you I don't know what you're talking about, I'm not lying. Hey, Jay Preet. Hello. The popping candy of the Coca-Cola Oreos is tickling my throat. Oh, God, Lori, maybe you should put the Oreos aside, fam. We do not need that. Except that one early exit, of course. That was a very sad episode. So they didn't swap, or did I forget about the swap? They did not swap at any point. No. I don't know if there really is, but you tried apple pie and a hype. Oh, yeah. When Liana made me try the things. Redeems hydrate 100 brownies. Does it count if I hydrate with a Coke Zero? Because that's what's closest to me. That counts, right? I think you spit it out. I don't like it. I'm not a big fan. Not my texture, I can tell her I tried them, not finishing them, but I did try them. And listen, no one here is going to rat you out. So, thank you, Jay Preet. Appreciate it. The hell, Pat tonight tuning in from the shower at the moment. Well, good thing there's not a video call here. Responding, you're good. Yeah, no, I'm doing this tonight because I won't be here tomorrow. So tomorrow night, there's no pad. No, Pat. I don't know what y'all are going to be doing with your Friday night. We will not be together tomorrow, but we'll be back the week after, Oreos before bed, prepare to have nightmares. What Oreos are you eating, Chase? When I have Oreos before bed, it's a snack. I don't think that was quality apple pie, to be fair. Get one from Apple Orchard from an Apple Orchard if you can. I think that was store-bought, which makes sense. Yeah. I think that was store-bought. All right, next question is, will Rome from Survivor 47 get an invite for Goose Goose Duck Lamau? This person put Lamau and a laugh emoji, so they really were tickled by this one. Glad you're on tonight. I'm going to see Billy Joel and Sting tomorrow. Ooh, a little concert action for you, Olive Shoes. Love that for you. That's awesome. Have fun. Listen. I think I would extend an invite to Rome. I don't think Rome is on like a banned list or anything for me. Now, should he accept it, I think he should be aware of some early killings in the lobby, potentially. Not saying I would do it, but I can't speak for the entire lobby. You know what I mean? Rome was such a good sport about all of it. I give him props for that. If you're the villain of the season, and you are able to roll with the punches / like take what you're dishing and get it sent back to you, kudos. That's the move. Well, what if Asia is there too? Tomster, I'm smart. I book people accordingly. Like, I'm not a drama farmer. So I'm not like, ooh, let me put this to, like, I'm not Big Brother casting. I'm not like, okay, let me put these 3 people, and this person may not like this person and this person have had a disagreement. I don't do it like that. I try to make the most wholesome lobby possible because I'm a wholesome ass man, you know? Jackie says, get your lesson 2s in the chat. I'm obliged. Thank you, Jackie. This is true, Mandy. Would you disagree? I am not a drama farmer. This is true. Next question. Between BB25 and BB26, you can only pick 5 people to return. Who are your picks? Ooh, good question. Okay, let's immediately remove winners from contention because easier. Let's also remove first boots. Let's also remove, who was the second boot for 25? Actually, let me just take a look at a cast list here. And then that way it'll be easier for me. I remember 26 very well, but okay, I can pick 5. Okay, so from 25, 5 total. Give me Suri from 25, lock it in. Give me Felicia, lock it in. That's 2 already. Then we go to 26. This is actually going to get hard now because I only left 3 open. 3 open. I would go with, give me, I think Tucker. I think Quinn. And Suri, Felicia, Tucker, Quinn, Izzy. Lock it in. Lock it in. That's the list. Izzy, Felicia, Suri, Tucker, Quinn. I would swap out Suri if Suri's not about that life and I don't want to make Suri play the game. And in that case, I could go America. Or, you know, T-Core in a couple years could be an interesting pick. But I go, yeah. There we go. That's my list. All right. Did I send my Halloween costume this year? Repeat responding. You did not, but tell me. Tell me. Not gonna lie, it'd be good content when Asia played Goose Goose together. Well, they didn't want to play Survivor together. I don't know how well Goose Goose would go over. Without giving names, are there any people you specifically don't ask to play Goose Goose the same week? There have been weeks, yes, where I will invite someone knowing I'm not going to invite someone else as a result, if that makes sense. Oh, it was Riley. Yeah, no. See, I was safe to remove second weekers there. The only thing, the next week is Survivor, so I'm good because I'm going to a hockey game. Oh, which hockey game, Damien? Mandy, you're putting these quotes into work tonight. All right. Dyed my hair accordingly. Homeland. Oh my God. Brace for impact respawning. Good luck. All right. So yeah, that's my 5. I'm happy with the 5 pick I did there. I'm not going to lie to you. All right, next question. If the producers from The Boys asked you to join the show, would you do it? And how far are you willing to go for that show? What does that mean? I would take a shitty character. And by that I mean like a low stakes, low importance role. I would not want to do some heinous shit for The Boys. No. You're going to carry on Milk Jug. You might as well carry like a little baby bottle. If you can have access to it. Yeah, that's funny, Respawning. The fact that you brought that up and then this was the next question. Hey, Moni Gem. Good evening. Welcome in. How you doing? How's your night? How's your life post, BB? Lamb Diggity Dog. It's been good. You know what's funny, though, Lamb, is that I genuinely said with my chest, I'm going to pause for this. With my chest, I said, you know, when Big Brother's over, I'm going to have my life back. As in, we're going to have more free time. We're going to do ABCD. We're going to do all the things. It's somehow been the busiest 2 weeks I've had in a while. Because obviously last week I was in New York for like 3 days. And then this week I just talked about it. But since coming back from New York, I've recorded 11 podcasts and 3 streams. 4 streams. So it's been, and like I got back from New York last Thursday. So 11 podcasts and 4 streams in that time span in a week, basically. So it's been a busy little while here for me. But it's been good. I've been happy to do it. I'm not like stressed. I'm not sad. I could do with some more sleep, but I'm okay otherwise. You know what I mean? The new sub looks like, thank you. Appreciate it. I figured out some magic with the lights to make the lights better. I think the lighting it's the same lighting, but I think the lighting looks better. The only thing I need to do is, if you remember, there was a strip light here, a purple light over here by the cat tree, where the cat tree was. That's now hidden behind the desk. I need to move that probably somewhere behind here so that this area is lit up a little bit. But other than that, I'm very happy with the results. The one issue is this desk. Right now, my leg is on it, and if you notice, every now and then I feel like I'm shaking the setup a little bit. So I need to learn to not have my foot touch the desk and kind of be separated a little bit, you know? So yeah. But yeah, there you go. And I'm happy. I was able to finally put the sign out. This sign it's been a year almost since I got this. Or no, it's been a year since we earned it. I didn't get this till February. So it's been like 6 months in the works, or 7 months in the works, or sorry, 8 months in the works. But here we are. Now we got it set up. Let's see. Hi, and how are you? And who do you have for the World Series and the Masked Singer? I said Dodgers for the World Series. Masked Singer right now, I think Wasp is gonna take it. Chase that money, keep it 100. Love you. Hey, happy to hear it, Lamb Diggity Dog. Thank you so much. Thank you for hanging out. Do you still have your slot pass? That's a good question, Tara, because technically I didn't use it to get on an episode, but I did end up doing 2 slops, which makes me think that I don't have it anymore. You know? I'm just laughing with Pooya in chat. It's good to see you. Hey, happy you're having fun because love. Pooya needs an ottoman for understanding us. Low key, that would be great because I would love to have somewhere to put my feet. That would be comfy. That would be nice. All right, y'all are coming in with the questions tonight. I love it. Are you still a Logan Paul supporter of his Prime drink? Well, I was never a Logan Paul supporter. That's one. I do drink the Prime hydration drinks. It's been a minute since I've had one. But I don't have I don't like stock it, and I don't like weekly get it. So it's been a minute, but I've never been a Logan Paul supporter. Are you going to get a desk treadmill? Never. I'm not a desk treadmill kind of guy. That's not my life. If anything, I would get an elliptical. Again, not to use on stream, but if in case I want to get a little something going, that's probably what I would want. And if I would get a desk treadmill, I would not use it on stream. I feel like that would be very distracting to me and to you because I can't do like walking and reading the chat, I feel like. I really like the reflection of the sign on the desk. It looks really nice. Thank you. I think it ended up working perfectly. The only issue I have with it is now when I color code my lighting to go with my clothing, it can't like hit the same because that's purple and blue locked in, you know? So yeah. They sell ergonomic footrests for about 30. Might be good for under the desk. Jennifer, if you have an Amazon link for one of those, I would love to see what that would look like, because I'd be very down. I love how you hated Prime in the blind taste test challenge. I remember that. That was a very funny moment. I don't know what to tell you. I don't have a good reason. I was like, maybe it's like the flavor profile after eating other stuff. I don't know. But yeah, that was funny. It squeaks and you have to, okay. What? That's what he said? Is that what he said verbatim? Because love? All right. What is your Hogwarts house? Did you ever take the official sorting quiz? Yeah, I've done different quizzes for that, including the official. I'm a Hufflepuff through and through, which I think is very on brand. I think if you know me, you're like, yep, that's the one. He huffs and he puffs, and he passes. But yeah, you know, I'm like one of those kids where I wanted to be Gryffindor so bad, but really I was always a Hufflepuff, and it was never in question. So, yeah. Y'all are inappropriate is all I can say. But you mean like the treadmill is squeaky. That makes, I understand that now. Ooh, okay. Oh, that would be perfect. Something like that would actually be perfect, because then my feet can rest on it. I like that. I'm going to add this to my cart for later. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you for the recommendation. No, I already added it to, so what I do is when I see something I like, I'll just add it to my cart just so that I don't forget it, and then it's in my cart. And then if I end up buying it later, I'll put in the like save for later. So it's all good. Now I got it. Now I can remember to look at some other options as well if I wanted to, but yeah, that's great. I'm happy I'm a Hufflepuff now though. It's definitely fits me. Yeah, when you're a kid, you want to be like the main. Or at least that's how I was. I was a boring kid, you know, I feel like. I was like, "Oh, who's your favorite Pokemon?" "Oh, Pikachu." Who's your favorite Harry Potter character? "Oh, Harry Potter." "Oh, Gryffindor." And now I'm like an adult, and I'm like, bro, Harry sucked. Like, he just sucked. And I'm good with Hufflepuff. But yeah, Gryffindor is the boring answer, Perzo. How you been? How's Blood on the Clock Tower been treating you, my friend? I just did an entire assignment that's due tonight in 3 hours. Bless your heart, because I used to do that all the time. All-nighters and on the whole yard. I can't do that anymore, I don't think. Ooh, this one looks soft, Jennifer. Oh, and it can oh, God. Okay, I'm going to add this one as well. McKinley Spot, thank you with the 4th month. Appreciate it. Happy Pat Thursday. Getting here a little late, but glad I can still tune in. I'm happy you're here, McKinley. Welcome, and thank you for supporting the stream. Oh, yeah, no Masked Singer next weekend. I'm happy. Yes. It's part of my final, so yeah. Relatable content. But yeah, that second one looks hella comfy. I like that a lot. All right, next question in the form. Are you dressing up for Halloween this year? I'll never forget your Squid Game costume. Chat, are we following the digital NDA? Is this a thing we're doing? Are you still not leaking, chat? Are you keeping secrets for me? Because I could leak something. And the reason I'd leak it is because I don't know when. Okay, you know what? I'm going to do it. So chat. Okay, all right. Respawning. You just showered. So either drink some water or wash your face. All right. Oh my God. Okay. I'm going to share it, chat. So, Thank you, Nicole. This is true. Y'all knew what the texts were. As I said it on the slub, I was like, my chat knows, but they don't, and they're not saying anything. So appreciate that. Okay, fair. Remember, why did I say digital NDA? Because when you're part of this stream, you have entered a agreement with you and I. You know, we hang out here. We're peeps. You have agreed to not share what you hear here with other people. This includes any, you know, roasts I put out on people. Unless I'm like, it's cool to send. We don't do that. But sometimes I give you extra information that people who listen to the podcast may not know, or people who are not watching the stream live will know. So what I can leak to you is that there's going to be a podcast related Halloween thing coming up soon. I won't tell you exactly which day. I'll just tell you it's next week. And thank you, Mandy, for that command. That's awesome. No snitching. Exactly. That looks very official, Mandy. I feel like people are like, I didn't sign anything. Like, you know, it's a joke, but it's a respect. Okay. There'll be a Halloween themed event, podcaster event going on real soon. Okay. We've needed that for a long time, honestly. And it will involve podcasters in costume. So yeah, are you and Liana doing a couple's costume? Yeah, you could say that. Yeah, you want snitch? Sounds good. The good news for me is I don't know who's partaking, so I have no idea what people who's involved. I have no idea what other people's costumes are, so that makes me happy. Because I love a good reveal, so we'll see. But yeah. Yep. Being Glinda from Wicked for Halloween. There we go, McKenna. No, it's not RHAP whodunit, RHAP fan. Sorry to... I'm not trying to burst your bubble. All I'm trying to do is not give you false hope, you know? Will it be live? Yes. Yes. Who would make the best duck partner out of the Survivor 47 cast? All right, we're playing Goose Goose. Who's going to be the best duck partner? Honestly, I would say Genevieve. I think Genevieve would play the perfect duck partner. Quiet, under the radar, but knows who to look at, knows who to pinpoint at the right time and take him out. I think that's great. And also will not lead people to the other ducks. As in, sometimes when you play with friends, your duck mates will defend you a little too hard, or like make it obvious that they're saying everyone's name but yours, and then people will target you. They'll know it's you, you know? So I don't think Genevieve would do that. So I'll go with Genevieve on that one. No, this is duck partner. That was the question. I've dressed up for Halloween since I was in middle school. I've dressed up for Halloween a total of like 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 times. So I did I dressed up as the Squid Game character like a couple years ago on stream. That was one. While I was in university, I did go to a couple of Halloween parties. I dressed up as Chef from South Park one year. I did Mr. T another year. I did... Oh, one year I did Harley from Epic Meal Time. That was a very niche one, but I was like, I got the beard, I'm gonna do it. That's 3. And then, is that all of them? Maybe I haven't been doing costume parties that often, or doing costume that much. I always liked the idea of doing a costume, but I didn't often get to do it because I don't want to half-ass it, you know? And I want it to look at least somewhat like, ooh, I want people to figure out who it is, and I didn't want to go like a generic occupation costume. So yeah. The best naughty. Teeny would be another good choice though, so that's true. But yeah, definitely have to whole ass a Halloween costume. It's a shame because I don't have any pictures of the chef costume, but I think I have some pictures of the Mr. T one. What duck role would she play best? I would love her to do the Esper duck. But I would go ahead and say the Silencer. That's the one. Painting something for my costume this year. I need to finish before Saturday. I was going to do it tonight, but looks like I'm doing it Saturday morning, and hopefully it dries before Saturday night. Oh my God. Mandy, that is so stressful. How much work is it? / how much painting is it? As in how much, how much surface area needs to be dried, if that makes sense. At parties in the last couple of years, work has done costume. I've been numerous cats, a fox, Dorothy, Little Red Riding Hood, and Sleeping Beauty in recent years. There we go. I've been wearing cat onesie on my couch while I watch Hocus Pocus. Hey, love that. But yeah, you'll see what my costume is. I think you'll be very happy with the results. I work a morning shift tomorrow. How do I fix my Pooya fix? I need every Friday night. So the reality is it was either tonight or no night. But if you're working a morning shift tomorrow, my recommendation to you is this. You could go to bed now so you don't stay up late. You don't get the podrenaline. You're not like up way too late for the morning shift. And then watch the VOD tomorrow. Then you have the best of both worlds. You still get the content. You just won't be here live, which is, I guess, the drawback. But then you get your sleep for the work. That's the move. That could happen. Isn't it exciting that you'll be finishing Whodunit and The Mole within 2 months? RHAP fan, I hate to break this news to you. I think this is a conversation that's been long coming. I don't think I'm going to watch The Mole at least in any time soon. The Whodunit, I'm like 4 episodes away from finishing, so I could do that one. The only problem is I need to remember all the things I've seen so far. Thursdays are my Fridays. I lucked out. Oh, there you go. The costume is neat, so I'm painting an apron. Gotcha, but I've got most of it done. Just have to finish the bottom section that is like as big as a keyboard size. Oh, that's not too bad. That could dry up quick. That's good. Fingers crossed. As if I could go to bed this early. Yeah, this is like my 4 p.m. It is way too early for me, which is not a great sign, I guess. It seems like you have been deciding to prioritize podcasting instead of streaming. How do you make decisions as to what to make time for? Do you get paid more to podcast compared to streaming? So this is a bit of a hand on the scale question, I feel like, because you're saying that I've decided to prioritize podcasting instead of streaming. That's not the truth. The reality is during Big Brother season, I have historically done 2 streams a week, but outside of Big Brother season, it's been 3 streams a week, sometimes 4. Then some weeks, kind of like how podcasting was this week, where I did like 5. But I've also done like the 1 month where I did a stream every day. I wouldn't say podcasting is my priority over streaming. I think right now they're like equal priority. Streaming is my independent work that I can do whatever I want for. I answer to nobody but myself. I can make the content. I can decide what kind of content, and I can talk to my community, which is great. It gives me something that no podcast has ever done. It gives me an outlet that I've never felt through any podcasting. Podcasting is different because it is a job that I've signed up for, meaning I have a responsibility to deliver on podcasts. Now, have I taken on more projects than before? Yes. But some of them I've had from before. So like 90 Day, Masked Singer, I've had from before. Traders I took on, when I took it on for season 1, did I expect it to become as big as it is now? I believed in the format, but I didn't expect it to become as big. Now it's become a huge part of my rotation, which I'm very happy about. But then I've also taken some projects that I was asked and I said I would love to. For example, MILF Manor. Didn't have to take it, but I said, sure, I'll do it. That ended up being an endeavor that probably did not need to be done. And then I did, well, this season, I did The Circle, which is fun. But The Circle is a little bit easier on my schedule because it's once a week. And I have to just watch the episodes because I'm not hosting. It's different. When I host the show, I spend more time on it. As in, I need to make sure my notes are on point. I need to make sure I know what direction we're going. I'm leading the conversation. Whereas being in the passenger seat on a podcast is definitely a lot easier on me, which is what The Circle is, because Taryn kind of will steer the ship. And then The Anonymous kind of came out of nowhere. And we didn't end up doing it. We didn't end up doing it all every week, I mean. But I think that was for the best. So I think if your question is how do you make decisions as to what to make time for, if I'm scheduled to do a podcast, I will do that podcast. The only podcast I've turned down is if I get invited to go on a pod and it clashes with my schedule, as in it clashes with the stream. If someone said, Pooya, podcast 10 p.m. Friday, no, Absolutely not. Daisy, welcome in. Hey, just jumping in. Happy Thursday, Pooya and the crew. Happy Thursday to you too. Welcome in, Daisy. So I will not do a podcast on the days that I'm streaming or the times that I'm scheduled to stream. So I won't ever let that happen. But I think it also depends on the content. So with streaming, my Friday and Sunday content, I absolutely love. I've always enjoyed, which is why I do them every week, no matter how busy my schedule is. I will always do them. The only times I've canceled the Friday streams are if I'm out of town, or if I'm not feeling well. That's it. I don't cancel for anything else. Sunday has only been canceled a handful of times. I did the math the other week. We've done 193 streams. 193 Goose Ducks are amongst the series, and there's been 205 weeks in the time span that we've started it, meaning in 205 weeks we've only skipped 12 weeks of content. So yeah, which is a lot. And then ultimately, I think there's been some stream ideas that I've done that I have felt like need a refresh, or some stream ideas I've done that I felt like were not good and I didn't want to pursue. But when I find a stream idea I like, we're there, baby. Like I'll tell you this much, Chad. You want me to be honest? I was contemplating going live last night to play more House of Ashes. I actively want to see where the story goes, which is weird for me to say out loud because it's terrifying, but I'm really enjoying it. So, but I also want to say, I know I said it was like a hand on the scale question. I understand how it looks like I'm prioritizing podcasting more. Just on sheer volume, I'm doing more podcasts than I do streams. Just the reality is, I think when I started streaming, I had less podcasts and I had a lot more free time because I didn't have anything else happening where I could focus a lot of my energy on streaming. Podcasting has become a legitimate part of my schedule now, as has house stuff, as has streaming. And I've been trying to find this balance, which I struggle with a little bit, but I've been trying to make it work. I've been trying to make it work. And when I tell you I have ideas, I still have ideas. I still have a whiteboard there full of ideas that I've not tried yet, some that I've done already. And I intend on getting to those. You know what I mean? But yeah. You've really helped make Traders into a top tier show on RGB, and it's been exciting going along for the ride. Penny, that means so much. Thank you. Honestly, Penny, I'll say this. When people tell me that I'm like the chief like Traders correspondent or whatever, it means a lot to me. It's a huge compliment. I love the show, so to be applauded for it means a lot. You know what happened actually, chat? My mind was blown. So yesterday, Kareen, the host of Traders Canada, put on her Instagram story our podcast and said, actually, you know what? Let me read the post to you. Kareen, the lovely host of Traders Canada, posted on her Instagram and said the following. Their recaps of the Traders Canada episodes are so great. While I was there when it all happened, their views on everyone's strategy make me understand the game and its multiple trajectories even better. At Puyism, at Brown_Scally. I never miss an episode. Do you know how fucking surreal this was for me to see yesterday? I was losing my mind. This is nuts. This is ridiculous. And I'm so grateful. I'm so damn grateful. I feel like long-term streaming is a feat too. It seems tough to continue for years and some people drop off. It seems healthy to roll with what works for you and it fluctuates during seasons. Mandy, I appreciate that sentiment. Thank you. I think that's something I learned from Rob. When I remember Rob would get a lot of questions about like, oh, how do you feel like this Survivor player is starting to do a podcast? Or how do you feel about this person starting to do like this reality TV alum is doing something? Kind of like, you know how when a new kid's on the block and everyone's like, oh, competition. Rob, I feel like always answered in a very, very chill way, which was, let them be here 10 months from now, then we'll talk. Because it truly is something that you have to clock into every week, every episode, and you got to work on it. You got to improve on it. I've been glad that I've been able to do this for 4 years now and counting, and we're not stopping. That's not going anywhere. The timings are varying. Sometimes 1 week the volume's higher, 1 week the volume's lower. Like, I think that the fact that I was able to do the hype challenge last year, where I was live for pretty much 2 weeks in a row every day, and still was able to do my podcast and stuff was surreal, was so good. But I had to put some other stuff aside. A lot of my house stuff kind of was on delay. And like my personal mental was on delay, but I'm trying to strike a balance and be a better human. But that doesn't mean I want to give up on my stuff, you know? All right, let me scroll up now. Hey, thank you, chat. Thank you for the kind words. Appreciate it. So cool for you and Sky to get kudos. Honestly, it feels amazing. Now that the season is rolling, I'd love for a check-in with Karina, especially after that. I know it doesn't go through just her, but she said she wanted to in the preseason, so I have hope. I have put the request out to the people that be the higher up, so we'll hope we can get it done. My friend was asking me if I knew how to get in touch with Traders Canada. I'm like, huh? Why would I know? It's that account I work for, if you remember. Oh yeah, true, Tomster. Yeah, I'll tell you this. I don't know. I don't do a lot of the legwork talking to the networks. I just talk to the people. All right, next question is, what's the largest amount of money it would take for you to wax your beard off? Okay, specifically to use like wax strips, or you mean just shave my beard off? Because those are two different questions. To wax my beard off, I'm gonna give you a reasonable number. I'm not gonna say like, oh, 1 million, because like that's ridiculous. 50,000. You said an amount, right? It will hurt a lot. It will probably bleed. 50,000 seems reasonable for my pain. So it better grow back. I would be very bummed if it doesn't grow back. Then it's 1 million. But wax is mean as fuck. But yeah, 50,000. Let's say 50. Why not? 50,000. That seems like a fair amount. All right. You shouldn't bleed with wax? Okay. Well, as you can tell, I'm very much not a wax connoisseur, so I wouldn't know that. But thank you. I feel like TV shows made me think you bleed. Why wax? I think it's meant to be the most painful option is why. Because love that they put it out there. I loved her comments about how you'd be happy about the delusional faithfuls. Exactly. And it worked. She was right. She was on point with that. Please do not get a desk treadmill. They're very distracting to me as a viewer. I'm with you on the no to the desk treadmill, LOL. Yeah, I agree with you. I feel the same way. Like I remember the first time I saw Taryn walking on stream, because typically when Taryn's streaming, I'm more of an audio like lurker, if it makes sense. Unless it's like a game or something. Because like if it's just chatting, I'm fine to have it audio only. But then especially when he was walking, I was like, this is a lot. Like I can't handle the constant movement, and especially as like coming towards you kind of thing. So I personally found it distracting. I wasn't knocking it, as in if people liked it, they liked it. That's cool. But my personal was like, oh, this is a lot for me. You know, I went to cosmetology school like 10 years ago. Oh, there we go. How much to wax your arm? That seems like a smaller ask. I just feel like the only thing that would be a bit weird with that is that I would just have a plain arm. Would it be both arms or one arm? Because that's different. That's not as much. Beard is different. Beard is my okay. I had an anxiety dream last night that I was shaving my beard, and this is very true. This happened last night. I was shaving my beard and I shaved a little too low on this side, and then I went to adjust it on this side and I fucked it up. And then here I shaved a little bit of the mustache off, and I basically had to shave my face in this dream, and I hated it. It was awful. It was awful. It was like my worst dream come to life. It was awful. So that would be a lot. That's why 50K on that one. Arm? 1,000? 1,000's a lot though. I recognize 1,000 is a lot, but also it's supposed to be an unrealistic number, right? So you have to take care of you and Liana. We love stream with you, but the housework and blog is, thank you, Jinx. I appreciate that. And that's honestly where it comes from. Like, finding the balance has been kind of my biggest objective this year. Trying to like be optimal in as many avenues of my life as possible without sacrificing the other avenues, you know? I agree with you on the walk-in. I find I do audio more with his streams. Yeah, and that's the thing. Unless like there's something like, I know with like just chatting streams, unless you're chatting, you might just be headphones in, phones on like the coffee table, and you're doing other stuff, which is understandable. Or if you have like a 2-3 monitor setup, it's like second or third monitor if you're not chatting. So I fully understand that. But yeah. I do, because I do it a lot with YouTube now, where if I'm listening to a podcast, I'll do it off YouTube and just not watch the video and just have it in my ears, you know? But yeah. What if you wax stripes into your arm like a tiger? Okay, that would be weird. Now it feels like 1,000 seems appropriate for that. You shaving your beard is equivalent to me cutting off my curls. I once cut my hair in a pixie, and I now refer to that as that time as hair hell. I didn't realize my confidence realized within my blonde curly hair. My beard does that for me. When my beard looks good, I feel good. I feel like $1,000,000. So I definitely resonate with that. I saw there's a TikTok no beard filter, and it's always terrifying. I've seen those, and it's I've not tried it. You know what I mean? We should crowdfund on the Discord. I'll send $10. Yeah, let's. Why are you starting the fun, chat? Let's not do this. That's crazy that your questions today. That's your question after that dream. Well, I feel like coincidences do be happening. I mean, think about it earlier. Respawning talked about Homelander as their costume. Not 2 seconds later, I got a boys question that was not from Respawning. Things happen. Did Liana watch your House of Ashes VOD? Not yet. She was very busy with work as well, because we're going on a trip together. So she needed to get her work done before the trip. Not yet, but she will. I know she will. She does enjoy when I play those games. Looking for ideas for community brownie point goals. Mandy, $1,000 does not equal brownie point goals, especially with how much y'all have collected. It'll get redeemed tonight. I have to go on my trip looking goddamn like half and half fucking coffee. Like, no, we're not doing this tonight. Community points for a wheel spin. I like that, Softy. We just have to discuss what the wheel spins are, because I think what I learned that Taylor, don't redeem it. Mandy, refund Taylor his brownie points. You keep your 20,000. No, I don't want it, Taylor. Refund the man, please. Refund him. What was I saying? Oh, the wheel spin thing. So, Softy, what I learned doing remember when I did, and this was a very short series, I think it made 3 weeks, where I had the wheel and it was a Tuesday stream and I would spin the wheel, whatever it landed on, we would do it right then and there. What I learned doing that was I need to definitely vet wheel ideas and make sure that it's ideas that I will enjoy and that you will enjoy, because that is crucial. So if we discuss what goes on that wheel, I'm very down for sure. What's the conversion rate for brownie points to shaving? Oh God, I don't know. But what about 1 million, and you can set it so that people can only give so many points per stream? Okay, Mandy, let me do the math on that. And then I'll get back to you. Let's see. Pooya has yet to finish 2-time wheel winner whodunit. That's not true. I would contribute brownie points for Pooya to finish whodunit. Stop lying, Russ. Stop lying, using my name to scoop RHAP fan to your side. Stop this. I see what you're doing. You're slandering my good name, and I don't appreciate it, okay? The only time I've seen the community contribution, Slonky did it, and you could only give 2,500 per person each stream, so you have to keep showing up. Okay, that's a good shout. But like, what if I did it at like 5 brownie points per person each stream, and I made the amount 500 million? How many? I'd have to, again, I want to do the math because I want it to be realistic. But it was like, okay, in 50 years you'll get it. No. But yeah, I can talk to Aoi about it. Some of the thing doesn't have to be waxing arm hair. Okay, I'm down. I'd honestly watch Whodunit, but I don't have HBO Max. Is Whodunit on HBO Max? Bro, it's on YouTube. Yeah, Sparrow, it's on YouTube. You should be able to watch it on YouTube. I'm just trying to help make a community member's dreams come true here. Russ, well, Russ, put your brush down, my friend. You're painting me as the villain here, my friend. You are painting me as the villain. A less than 2 tattoo? Oh, hell no. I have 1 tattoo. Is my wife's initials. I truly do not see a world where I get another one. At least at the moment. At least for now. Please 5 brownie points. 5 is a great number. It's my favorite number. Isn't 5 a good number, y'all? 5 is a great number. We love 5. Mambo number 5, the best mambo, by the way. 5 is awesome. It's the way Twitch glitched and didn't show my mod icon after that, so I was like, oh, I've gone too far. Oh my god, no, you're good. You're good. Russ is a pirate, so it's normal for Russ to be a villain. Hey, Russ, you're a pirate, huh? Look at me. Look at me. I'm the captain now. Still a great reference. I love that reference. I've still not watched the movie. Less than 2 is better than 5. You want 1 brownie point per stream? That would take forever. If you want less than 2, I can make that happen. Because you are right. When is the wheel returning? That's a great question. Just came up. The wheel, it's kind of like right now, you know how in Power Rangers when they switched up, and this is a very niche reference, in Power Rangers when they changed command centers, they had all the old like outfits in the back. It's kind of like that now. It's in retirement in the back there. If we figure out some good ideas to go on that wheel, we can set up a bigger like brownie point redemption to spin the wheel for. We just have to figure out what those ideas are and make that happen. Additionally, I have thought about, because the whole thing with like, I also like the idea of like doing a stream, and this should be more of a like a longer stream, like a 24-hour stream maybe somewhere down the line. If we have a milestone we hit, or we want to have like a huge event, we can do a 24-hour stream where I put all the ideas for that stream on a wheel. It's curated by me, and we just spin it and go. That could be the move. But I think that if it's viewer submitted or audience submitted or community submitted, I think I would have to look through them and figure out if it makes sense for it to go on the wheel, if that makes sense. For the record, it would take 20 people contributing more than 5,000 years to meet that goal. Okay, well, Muse, good thing it was a hypothetical, because that math is not good enough. We can't do that. We can't do that math. So it's a good thing we're not going to run with that math. Imagine I went with that and then gaslit you for the next 80 years. That seems like a long time to stream. For the next 10 years, that works. By the way, when I say 10, I don't mean I retire in 10 years. I retire whenever we don't know. We don't know the date. We don't know when. It's hypotheticals. I mean, there are a lot of us, so 1 brownie point per stream isn't bad if it isn't 5 million. Okay, 4.2 million. How about that? That's a good number. Also, has yet to make the chat diss track and the Dwight hype track that landed on the wheel. Yes, good things come to those who wait, RHAP fan. Okay, they will be there. They'll be there. Pooya does like to gaslight us. Do I look like Brandon Chappelle? No. No, I do not. I do not gaslit my audience. You retire in 80 years? Well, maybe. We'll see. And that's assuming you stream every day for the rest of time, too. That's true. That's the hard thing with the community thing. I guess what I wouldn't want is people to get mad at me for not streaming enough to contribute to that. You know what I mean? If people get too into that community goal and like, Pooya, where the fuck have you been? I've been waiting to put brownie points on this for a minute. Then it's like, well, I'm sorry. Like, I don't stream for that goal. I stream to stream, you know? But yeah. I do miss r/place as well. That was a great time. That was such a good time. Mandy, you're ready for the next one, though. I can already tell. No, Sparrow. So the funny thing about r/places, it's not an annual event. It's like, and someone who's like more well versed with Reddit, it's like once every 4 years or 5 years, something like that Reddit does it. And then last year, Twitch did it for an event, which we signed up for and we're in, and people were not happy about it. Like there were Redditors were mad that they had bent the rules and changed it up. I did look it up a while ago, and they purposely don't announce r/place in advance. So there we go. I think it's okay to have a big goal, but give us a good amount to contribute so we can save up or choose to spend on other things. That's good, Mandy. I like that. Yes. because I definitely thought it was an every year thing when we did it. It's because we did two very close to each other. Because we got involved a little bit with that first one, if I remember correctly, and then we were like fully in it for the Twitch Rivals one. We got fully involved. Our next question is 11 podcasts a flex? That's light work from Mike Bloom and Rob. Yes, Mike Bloom and Rob, who have been doing this for 11 years apiece. No, it's not a flex. I'm just telling you how many I did. So when I'm someone who typically does like 3 a week, 11 is a lot for me. I'm not Mike Bloom. I'm not Rob. I'm not Chappelle. I can't do, that's too many for me. And I think that's something I realized not early on. I realized recently, because when you have to do 3 podcasts a day, it is a lot more than you think it is. You're like, oh, you're sitting there talking. Yes. But if you are not, if I'm a guest on 3 podcasts a day, that's fine. That's easy. But for me, it's a lot harder to steer the ship on 3 podcasts a day. That is too much. It's a lot. I'll never forget the adrenaline of the Windows bar bots coming for us. Right. Or then when we fought the other community or whatever, it was a lot. Last year was the first time. It was like 2 years in a row. People didn't like it. It was too soon and they were upset at the timing because it was during, because they had removed, what was the thing? Is it called API, or where like Reddit made it so that you can't, like, they had to close a lot of their apps and developers didn't have access to it. It was a whole thing. But yeah. What are your top 5 shows that you'd like to podcast about that you aren't, whether someone else covers it or not? 5 shows that if I had, like, let's say it's like if the shows are all cars, right? And the keys are available to me, and it's like, which car would you like the keys to? Love Island, definitely one of them. To get to talk about Survivor Weekly would be pretty sick. But also, I think I'm fine with the relationship I have with Survivor at the moment, if that makes sense. So Love Island, I think, is a good one to start with. Honestly, I'm pretty grateful with the shows I have. House of Villains would be a fun one to talk about as well. A little more chill environment with House of Villains. 5 is too many. 5 is a lot. You've given me a lot of options here. So I'll just add a third one. And that third one's going to be, I'm trying to think of all the shows. Because I already talked Big Brother. I talked Survivor a little bit. That's fine. I already have The Circle, do 90, Traders, Masked Singer. What is another show that I would like to talk about? I guess there's not that many. I guess it's not that many. I don't know. 5 is too many. It really is. So I guess maybe there isn't 5 shows that I want to talk about on a podcast. But House of Villains, Love Island, and yeah, that's it. Squid Game: The Challenge 2. I don't like Netflix shows. Typically, I think are formatted horribly for podcasting. Like, I enjoyed The Circle. I don't love the idea that I have to stack 4 at a time to talk. And I feel like it loses all its momentum to talk about, you know? I do I like Love Island. I like the idea of House of Villains because Love Island schedule, it's like released once a day, right? So for like 5 days a week, I mean. So, and the 6th one being the bonus episode or whatever. So you can talk about a lot of stuff that happened and it doesn't feel like the momentum's out if the season's good, especially. But yeah. You can talk to Katie about staring on her House of Villains podcast. She's the one that sets it up. Hey, if Katie ever wants me to guest on anything, I will be there. I really appreciate and love Katie, and I do miss her. I really do. I have to do with third-party stuff cause a problem with bots used for modding and also apps, especially apps that are more accessible to disabilities. Yes, Softy, can we talk about this? The official Reddit app sucks. There were way better apps that were out there. The official Reddit app is doo-doo. I hate it. Enjoyed the anonymous lot. Thank you, Deez. Appreciate it. I would like you would want to talk about the OG Mullen Whodunit. Archie fan, shows that have already aired, I struggle with the idea of podcasting about. Because they're already done. You know what I mean? Got any shows you personally love to watch that you specifically do not want to podcast about? Anything scripted, I find that outside of Bel Air, talking about scripted shows like that wouldn't do it for me. I say that now, but if I was able to podcast about Lost as it was happening live, that would have been a banger. That would have been so much fun. But I don't have a show like that right now that I'm like, ooh, I need to get in on. I don't need to, like, you know, like House of Dragons, My Life's Fine, didn't need to talk about it right after. Succession, same thing. But like Lost, Prison Break, I would have been there immediately. Immediately. But yeah. Is there any shows that I'm watching at the moment? No, not really. Does Liana have a channel where she streams on her own, or just like chatting, or her player view on Below the Clock Tower game? If she does, I need to know. If she doesn't, I would like her to consider doing so. Sweet Potato Calico. So once upon a time, Liana streamed for a little bit. I think about 2 months stint, Liana was streaming. 2 or 3 months. Hold on, let me see. She got into streaming for a little bit. Then work started ramping up and she had to bail on streaming. But she was enjoying it while she was doing it. You know what I mean? Let's see. So she streamed her first, she streamed from January to March. Actually, to be fair, she streamed more than that. She streamed January, February, March, April, May, and June. About 11 hours, 7 hours, 29, 47, 20. So the January to March is when she was streaming proper. And then she kind of got a little less time. Then as of June 2021, she's only streamed twice. And both of those were for my Fall Guys tournament 2 years ago. So yeah. There you go. I use Reddit on mobile browser, but I've heard bad things about the app. I also do browser when I can. I don't use the app. Any info on what happened with the fire alarm? No. It was a false alarm. Like, the fire truck left, everything was fine, it was chill. I'm so sad we don't have specific only murders in the building coverage of the season. I feel like, is there not a podcast still out there, Archie fan? But yeah, the Less Than Zoo. Her clips are still there. She didn't delete anything. Everything's still there. So there are little nuggets of the past if you want to check it out. All right, where was I? Next question is, did you realize why Andy spoke in German during his voting confessional? I read it on Twitter that German tribes were the downfall of the Roman Empire. Listen, that is a great connection. I will, however, correct that in a second before I say this, chat. I found out that the Roman Empire fell 476 AD, 476 AD. Last night's episode, season 47, episode 6. 476, 476. Do you know how insane that coincidence is? Think about that. 476 AD, season 47, episode 6. It is nuts. It is nuts when you think about it. Like, wow. No, not nuggets, you say. No, don't open this dialogue, please. I was losing my mind when I saw that. I will tell you this, chat. That is not the reason Andy spoke in German. I may have talked to my man about it. But that's not for your ears, it's for mine. Also, that could be a part of it. I don't know 100%. So it could be like a couple of reasons, but that's not the one I heard about. But 476 and 476 is nuts. Whatever happened to the Never Tried Snack stream? Didn't you promise this a year ago? It's still gonna happen. Unless I tell you a stream isn't gonna happen, I haven't forgotten about it. Like I said, I have a list over there. I know what streams are coming and what streams need to be delivered, if that makes sense. Next question in the form is, when do marbles decide what you eat again? So we've done the marbles decides meals twice in our career. Once the winner was Arby's. And then once was what was the second time, chat? Arby's was the first one. What did we... Oh, it was, shit. Was it like a pasta? No. I remember ordering from an Italian place. Yeah. What did I order? It was not great. Was it some kind of pasta dish? Yeah. I love Sam's confessional too. It was a great confessional. I'm so happy confessionals are back, chat. My process with the long con waiting for that specific episode and casting Rome to pay homage. I mean, that is one of those conspiracy theories that I could see someone making a YouTube video out of. It was tortellini. It was tortellini that one. Yes, yes. Thank you, Mandy. Yes. That's what it was. It wasn't Olive Garden. Have you finished your Hype Challenge stream list? No, there's still stuff on it, Sparrow. Despite doing 36 hours worth of streaming, 3 12-hour streams in 3 months, there's still stuff on that list that need to be done. There's still stuff that need to be done. So yeah. You were halfway there, Lori. You were halfway there. But no, I feel like the marbles deciding what I eat thing doesn't happen often. And in the event that it does, it's usually going to be on a long form stream where I'm going to eat on stream, because I avoid eating on stream. I really do. Even when I'm like having a snack, I really try and avoid it, or I'll move the mic away or move myself off camera, because I know that's not for everybody. Not that it is for anybody, if that makes sense, but I know for some people, the texture noises, the crunching, that's not nice, and I don't want to do that in anyone's ears. I don't want to be here, and I'm not going to make chewing sounds, but you know what I mean. So I avoid doing that unless I absolutely have to. So I guess what I'm saying to that is, next time I have a long form stream that's like a 12-hour stream or a 24-hour stream, something long form, then we can talk about it. But yeah. You're no mama when it comes to snacking during streams? No, I am not. I can say that with absolute certainty. Let us make the conspiracy theory. Peridium is a part of the Lesson 2 crew and will need to take the lead. Well, I'm going to see him soon. So how about I feed him that for free? Be like, hey, this will kickstart the next video, okay? Let's see. Next one is no need to read or answer, just some feedback. Listen, I don't mind getting the feedback. I'm wondering if you can stream closer to the start times you post. Sometimes I make plans around the streams and it can be disappointing waiting for 1 to 2 hours after it was supposed to start, or not being able to see the end because it started late, or refreshing for 20 minutes to an hour. I really appreciate your streams and love the community. Just some feedback if possible. Thank you. No worries. Thank you for sending in a feedback. What I will say is 20-minute delay, that has happened. 30-minute delay, that has happened. I will never, no, let me not never been over an hour. There's been like 2 or 3 instances that I can think of where the stream has been super delayed. I'll tell you, in those moments, something is happening that is unavoidable, that is more personal, that I would not want to disclose to stream. But then I'm like, all right, we're wrapping it up. You know, either I'm in a heavy discussion or what have you, or life stuff is happening where I'm like, all right, I can't do anything right now. It's not happening. But what I tell you is I will always try my best. Like this past week on Tuesday, the slop ran a little later than 8:30, which I was going to start at. And I was like, you know what? Let me tweet out, getting a snack, setting up, we'll be there soon, just so you know. So I typically try and be upfront about it, but I will never want to have anyone waiting here for two hours. You know what I mean? As far as like a 5 to 10 minute delay, that's kind of unavoidable, because, you know, it's like takes time to set things up sometimes, or getting the coffee sorted, you know. So as much as I would like to be there, like if I say 9, I would say that with my streams, take the plus 15 approach. Take the plus 15 approach where he says 9, probably gonna be 9:15. That way, if it's earlier, then perfect. If not, it's around that time. It's a little bit tough, you know what I mean? But I appreciate the feedback, and I hope that what I just said doesn't sound like I said no promises. I guess it kind of did a little bit, but I guess what I can promise is I will try my best to inform people and not leave it where you're refreshing for a long time and / beyond time period, you know? I'm forever scarred by chemo slurping ramen. Exactly, which is why I will never want to eat on stream, Daisy. We still need a Pooya Phil sick nasty mix. We will get some kind of mix in the future. Make no mistake about it. To be fair, you're on time much more often than RHAP streams. Well, the RHAP streams are a little bit peculiar because that's like a podcast with 4 guests. And if one guest isn't there, they're not going to start without them. And I think that's the hold up. But yeah. Like sometimes if it's delayed by a little bit, I'll be in the RHAP chat just be like, hello, we're here, I promise. If anyone in the Discord there is in the Discord, there is a role option for notifications on Go Live too. That helps with the refreshing. I know Twitch can be unreliable with notifications sometimes too. This is true, Mandy. This is true. Oh, you're saying I'm pretty sure RGB starts late so that there are people in the chats? No, Red Wings, because people start getting in the chat immediately because they'll just sit on the YouTube page. We've never been in a situation where it's like, all right, let another 1,000 people get in before it starts. That is wild. It honestly all comes down to we're waiting on somebody, or like 3 people are waiting, 1 person comes in, and then right as that 1 person comes in, someone's like, shit, I've been waiting here 15 minutes. I need the bathroom. I'll be right back before we start. So that's really what it is. All right, next question. All right, this is okay. So now I'm starting to get the vibe that there's just someone in the forum that's trying to like, talk a little bit about talking down to me, I guess. Because now they're saying Ludwig publishes daily YouTube videos, has his own podcast, hosts events, collabs with other streamers, has several business ventures, just released a video game, and still manages to stream and play games almost every day. Ludwig also makes $5 million. Do I have $5 million? No. No, I do not. I'll tell you this. If I had $1 million, I'd be live way more probably. But also, I'm not going to go live for the sake of going live. I'm not just going to sit there and be like, I don't know what I'm doing today. And also, Ludwig has editors that edit his YouTube videos. Ludwig has an entire production that put his podcast together. I know this because I'm a huge Ludwig fan. I was watching a stream today before I went live. He hosts events. He collabs with other streamers. He lives in LA where other streamers are. He makes money. I don't make money. I am one person in a room here to do this. Compare me to my peers. Compare me to the people that are in my range. I do more than all of them. And I'm not saying that I deserve recognition or a medal. I'm trying my best to do what I'm trying to do. But what I'm noticing is, and I'm starting to feel like, which could be in bad faith, so let me not say 100%. I'm starting to feel a little bit like some of these questions have been from the same person. I've been trying to answer everything as earnestly and honestly. But now you're just trying to, I feel like, poke at me a little bit. I'm trying my best. If you feel like I am not worthy of your time, or I'm doing too little, or that I'm making excuses, you have the choice to opt out and watch other streamers, other content creators. That's completely fine by me. I have no issue with that. But when I'm speaking from the heart here, don't take that as lies. Don't take that as excuses. That's me trying to be open and honest with you. So for me to be open and honest and for you to kind of shit on it a little bit, not a good look, But yeah. But also, yeah, I feel like you should be inspired by people around you and not compare yourself to people around you. If I was to sit there and compare myself to every podcaster or every content creator, that's just going to make me sink. You know what I mean? So yeah. Inspiration though, we'll take that all day. Comparison is a thief of joy. I love that, Muse. But yeah, thank you, chat. Thank you, chat. Even if someone is trying to do that, I appreciate you sharing your answers. It's interesting for us to hear about your schedule on other projects. Mandy, that's what the pad's for. I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to share. I have no issue with that. Do you know if there will be any BB26 postseason interviews? I mean, that 100% relies on Taryn. I have no idea. I've not talked to Taryn since New York. But I did see him and Quinn exchange tweets. So I have to assume it's coming. Don't know when, don't know how. So don't ask me. But I would say, let's assume yes until Terrence says no. You know, Terrence said he reached out to Chelsea, but also he's sick. Oh, did he stream last night, Red Wings? Did he stream Survivor Watch Party? Okay, he's also sick. Gotcha. Can we get a bit of House of Ashes tonight instead of Marbles? So we're not getting Marbles tonight, for sure. I do not want to do House of Ashes tonight for two main reasons. One does not simply sit down and do House of Ashes for 30 minutes. Two, I would want to let people know that it's happening in case someone wants to follow the story the whole way through. And it's a tough thing to do, to be like, okay, in this 4-hour stream, in like the 3-hour 25-minute mark, we played House of Ashes for 30 minutes. So I would want people to like keep up with it. And personally, I don't have it in me to start it and close it in 30 minutes, you know? Angela said she'd love to do the traders. I think the traders would love to have Angela. Damien, have a good night. Take care. Sleep well. Did we get cat time? No, but I did take a picture of them today. Here's a picture of our girls here, in between two of their favorite toys, Nemo and this sloth thing that Clam likes. They're sandwiched in. So hold on. There's Pearl, and then in between them, there's the little fish and the little like sloth thing, and there's Clam sleeping on the little taco blanket. So yeah. Yeah. Go to Sims and catch up on Reaper's rewards event. Oppo, what in the world is that? I'm not gonna lie to you. I've not been on the Sims since. No, honestly, since the last Sims multiplayer we did. So it's been a long time. What is that? Deloitte, thanks so much. Appreciate it. I'm happy you enjoy the streams. It's a limited time. I've got like 20 days left. What do you get, Oppo, is my question. Custom content like furniture and stuff, or outfits? Have they claimed that tortilla blanket is theirs? The tortilla blanket is not only theirs, we put it there so that they don't put excess fur on the couch, because I am tasked with vacuuming this couch on a weekly, and let me tell you, sometimes it takes like 15 minutes on one couch cushion to get the fur off. Get a Grim Reaper bike tattoo. Oh, shit. Most of it is jump, but I like the eyes you can get in the last week. That's lovely, Oppo. And how do you just play the game to get it, or do you have to do like objectives and stuff? But yeah, the cats be shedding, especially Pearl. Pearl be shedding. So yeah, Zima, the girls be shedding. Exactly. I used to be back in my not university. I graduated long after. In my bachelor days, when I had Winston and it was just me and Winston, I did not take care of my housely duties, which included vacuuming, and all my clothes were engulfed in Winston fur. And now I'm like, I don't know how I lived like that, but is it time to invest in a new vacuum? No. I got a good vacuum. That's how bad the fur is respawning. It takes a lot. We're talking like, I'll do this with the vacuum onto the cushion. Look at the little thing. It's got fur all over it. Remove, scoop, do it again. Fur all over it. Like, it's like multiple times to get it done. I guess 15 minutes is like excessive to say, but it's tedious. You can do it online, complain at all of us when you want some sympathy. Farm the sympathy. You have objectives. You have to plant, fish, and cook and check the mail. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. I got something from Amazon that gets my cat's undercoat, and I try to use it every day when I give her treats. She doesn't mind it and really helped. Ooh. What does that mean, Amy, to get the undercoat? What's the last scary movie you saw? I just saw Smile 2 and it was pretty good. Might be fun to do a scary movie night on the Discord. What do you think, squad, community members, people in the Lesson 2 crew that are in the Discord? Do you want a scary movie night? I think the last scary movie I saw... Well, I did rewatch Get Out in order to do a character study for this game I was playing, but I don't even think that counts as a scary movie. Before that, I don't know what the fuck it would have been. I don't watch scary movies. I avoid them a lot. Lori says, hey, submitter, how did Smile 2 compare to the original? There was a huge update 2 days ago, so it might take the whole 30 minutes just to update your game. Yep, that might do it, Oppo. Is that the fish, the one that moves and flops around? Yes. I recently bought one that looks the same as that for my cat, but she hasn't been allowed to see it yet, so not sure if she will say it's worthy of her time. That, yes, it flops the tail. Yes. Yes, it is. That's the one. That's the one. And sweet potato, they love it. They mess with it a lot. Next Thursday? I mean, I'm free. I'm free to do it next Thursday. Let's get that done. Ask the movie commish, Mandy. Let's set it up. Let's set it up. And we'll continue the conversation in Discord. It doesn't count as a scary movie. If it does, it's Get Out. But if it doesn't, I don't know. But yeah, next Thursday sounds good to me. We'll ask our movie czar. I avoid scary movies because I have to sleep with lights on. So typically, I've talked about this before. When I'm in this room not streaming, all the lights in the background are off, including the lights here. I sit in the dark with the monitors only. When I'm watching a scary movie, it's like I'm streaming. All the lights are on. All the lights. I watched this What's Inside twice in the same day. It was so good. That is not a scary movie, right? That's the movie I think that came out recently on Netflix. Am I thinking of a different movie? Are you watching Love and Blind? Love is Blind. This season was crazy. I've not gotten to it yet. You're talking about Love is Blind, like the one where they're in DC, right? Suspenseful though. I do like a good suspense movie. I really do. I think you're talking about that movie, if I understand. Sorry, Love is Blind. That season. This What's Inside was so good. I'm glad it was covered on Nothing But Netflix. Ooh, okay. Are you keeping up with the Ethan Klein Hassan drama? You know, I'm not. A lot of that kind of drama right now is very tough for me to consume, so I avoid it. Because I don't have the bandwidth to deal with it, if that makes sense. But yeah. Does Rome or Dwight speak more words per minute? I did notice. So I remember when Dwight had gotten on Survivor and we were listening to his preseason stuff, I heard a lot of people be like, I didn't understand what Dwight was saying. He speaks so fast. I had to like lower the speed to understand what he's saying. I'm someone who listens to content and sometimes, depending on what show, 90, watch it at like 3x. So I can understand fast speech. I don't notice it, is what I'm trying to say. But I did see people commenting that about Rome in his interviews, and remember people saying that about Dwight in his interviews. I think Rome speaks faster than Dwight, but I'm not 100% sure. Might not be the right one to say it here. If you end up liking House of Ashes, I think you should play Until Dawn. I think it would get you more followers since it's newer to PC and is their best game in my opinion. That's the thing, RHA fan, is that I don't want to fall into a route. What am I trying to say here? What I'm trying to say is House of Ashes right now is fresh. I'm enjoying it, but I don't even know if I'm going to finish it. And a lot of it comes down to how scared I get. If I end up getting terrified, not doing it, you know? So I'm not going to commit to another game until I finish this one. And at that point, we'll see. I was thinking the next one, if I do play another Supermassive game, I would want to play it with Liana and get the friends pass for her, do a 2-person game. Oh, it's like a pet brush. Okay. But it looks different to me. Oh, it's like a dog brush. Okay, yeah. Our cats run away a lot when we try to brush them. Pearl is more susceptible to it, but Pearl has to be like chilling and has to think that I'm here for cuddle time. Clam just will not let me do this to her. You know what I mean? I think if you like House of Ashes, I'd love to see Little Hope next, but I also don't want to get ahead of ourselves. That's fair. That's fair. All right. Next question. We're about to catch up with the questions now. I don't keep up with Masked Singer, but I've heard on the other pods that is your last season. It's true. Is the show ending, or are you and Liana retiring from covering it? It's the latter, friend. Liana and I are going to be moving away from Masked Singer coverage in order to do a different project together. We will still be podcasting together. It will no longer be Masked Singer. It's going to be something else. And I'm very excited for that time to come to share it with you. But for now, we're still having a good time with the Masked Singer podcast. And we're chilling. We're chilling with season 12. So far, so good. I think Katie and Glasses did Little Hope on the 2-person mode. Oh, I love that. A long time ago, though. So what I'm hearing is they're finding that content's going to be hard. I wonder if I can find some clips. Honestly, I'm surprised my cat lets me use it on her, but she's always down for treats. That's the only way she'll let me. Winston, Amy, could have benefited from this. Winston would have 100% let me do this. No questions asked. So that's the missed opportunity for sure. Would you ever try out storytelling a Blood on the Clock Tower game in the Discord? Whew, I would need training. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would need training, or I would need a very competent and willing co-storyteller to guide me. But yes, I would be down. I would just require training and a co-pilot, because I don't think I'd be capable of doing it on my own right now. I would need a lot of practice before I feel comfortable doing it solo. Because my dream is to get good enough where I can take over the storytelling duties 1 week so that Dwight can play in the Saturday game with the RHAP and survivors, because I feel like I want to see him play more. Getting to watch him play in that RHAP Blood on the Clock Tower video was so great, because I got to learn a little bit more about how he would play, and it was so fun, and I want to see him cause some havoc. Have you seen the Severance 2 trailer? Any interest? Severance is that show, right, on Apple? I've not watched season 1, so I think it's a good time for me to get into that now. So yeah. You can get there with practice? I think I can. I really do. I was there brushing her when she was really little. I have Yorkies that don't shed and have a fairly long-haired kitten that showed up. Aww. But yeah, I think when they're very little, that helps, Amy, for sure. The Discord does sound like a good test run for that, and we have some storytellers. Hey, if one of them is willing to let me into the cockpit for the co-piloting, I'm down to do that. Get a little less than 2 game going. And I think in the less than 2 crew, we have like a couple people that have become regulars on the RHAP side of things, but I think everyone else is like one-time player or never played. So I think we can get a nice game going there. I like Dwight and Steven. My hero on that in that video or in that game was Emily Flippin, and Dwight was inspiring. And yeah, I will say, if I was to give them feedback for the next time they run a RHE Blow on the Clock Tower like video like that, I think 3 people on the co-storytelling panel was too much. I think 2 would have been fine, but other than that, it was smooth. I loved it. The RGB Clock Tower video was really so impressive. I loved how beginner friendly it was, and the editing was great. Yes, I know that Rob went out of his way to find an editor for that, which is great. And I also love this because for the purposes of having confessionals, they basically were not chatting with each other at nighttime. They would talk in game, and then in nighttime, they would talk to the camera because they just had one recording constantly going. And they would just talk to the camera about their thoughts and their reads and all that stuff, which was very fun for us to get. And I was very happy because I think one of the hardest things about watching Blood on the Clock Tower get played like on Dwight's stream when I'm not playing myself is trying to keep up with what everyone is doing is difficult. And just reading the chat can be very tough. And I understand that a lot of the game has to happen in the chats because otherwise people won't get all the information out there. But I'm almost okay with that because then it can be a little too techy, you know? And the confessionals really brought that to life, I think. More Fishback and Armstrong, says Oppo. After watching the patron Q&A, I want to play Blood on the Clock Tower. I don't even know what it is, but it sounds like fun. It can be, for sure, Amy. It can be very fun. I know that there's a lot of games being run now more than ever. But yeah, that's how they did the confessionals. They just had them all record their video from the minute they sat down until they left. And then they sent all the video files over, and then an editor went to town on it. I feel like nighttime talk shouldn't happen anyhow because it's very easy to metagame. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, I sit there and I see who's messaging who. That's all, and then I'll draw my conclusions. And I do decent with people I know. Can't speak for people I don't know. You know? Blood on the Clock Tower is like watching a giant TTRPG, something role-playing game. What does it stand for, Oppo? I'll bite because I don't know. How do you feel about potato salad? Describe your favorite potato salad you've ever had / made. I don't love potato salad particularly. I've never made it either. I've had it, but it's been aight. It's not my favorite way to consume potatoes, you know? There we go. Thank you, Mandy. It was a very fun introductory game for sure. Oh, tabletop role-playing game. Thank you. Now I get it. Now I get it. What's the best Doritos flavor? Okay. I like Cool Ranch, but it's not number one. I almost want to say the original is number one for me. But what I really liked, I think it's a limited one that hasn't come back in a minute, unless my store doesn't sell it and it's been out. It's the Flamin' Hot Limon flavor, which was the one that they got Post Malone as the mascot for, or the sponsor for. That one was good. If you like Flamin' Hot and you like Limon, that mix was great. It was different, but I liked it a lot. Cool Ranch no contest, says Mandy. Ooh. Potato salad sucks. I didn't make this recipe and it wasn't actually half bad. Damn, that's a preface before you give me a link that you said was decent. Wait, is that celery? No. No, it's not celery. We're fine. We're fine. Celery, I'm out. What is your favorite way to consume potatoes? Poutine can't be the answer, so you go with your number two. Okay. Fries? Is that what you wanted? I think fries, mashed potatoes, hash browns, tots are underrated, wedges are underrated. There's not many potatoes I don't like. I also enjoy a baked potato. Scallop potatoes, sometimes I'm into them, sometimes I don't want them at all. But I like both, you know? So, vodka is a potato product. Vodka form, I'll take it. Baked or overrated? Overrated? I feel like people like it to like load it up with stuff. I don't mind it kind of being minimal. Wedges are extremely underrated. Walling, I agree. Too many people hate on it, and I don't know why. Mandy put up a poll chat. We've got 5 Dorito options on the poll. Let your voice be heard. Which of those 5 flavors do you like? Let's find out together. Okay? But yeah, this is just as many as can be fit, as Mandy said. You can't put all of them in there, and we understand this. All right, while that happened, let me read the next question in the form. What do you of all the recent Twitch bans? What do you think of all the recent Twitch bans? I understand why they happened. That's as much as I can say. Not because like I'll get into trouble, but because it kind of is similar to the Ethan and Hassan conversation where it's a lot of bandwidth and I avoid it because it's a lot of bandwidth on my mind, you know? But I definitely, having seen the bans, I get why they happened. Loaded potatoes are so yummy if you're vegetarian. My local crew appears to have a Dorito flavor. Your Dorito flavors. I'll have to look when I'm... Sorry, there we go. Who was banned? Asmongold was banned. Another streamer by the name of Frogan was banned. I'm assuming those are the ones you're talking about because can't think of anybody else who was banned. So... Here we go. Nacho Cheese and Cool Ranch in the pole position, both tied. You didn't hear this? Yes. Yes, they were. All right. I think this is about to be a tied vote, which is the most less than 2 crew thing of all time. To have a tied vote. So here we go. And I'm fully caught up with the form. By the way, chat, I'm impressed. We got quite a bit of questions tonight. I don't know what to expect because like obviously when I have a set schedule, one of the reasons why I keep a set schedule is that you know around when, like if you pull up at home, you were out Friday night, you get home at like 11, you're like, there's a good chance Pooya's live right now. Like, you know what's up. A Thursday stream, even though I put out a tweet, even though I said it in the Discord, I said it on stream, there's still gonna be people who didn't know this was happening. So I don't know what the turnout's gonna be. I don't know how involved people are gonna be. So I'm very happy with that, with the outcome tonight. I think this has been a very successful pad. Speaking of other Twitch streamers, but on a positive note, have you talked to Java lately? I'd love another Lesson Lemons collab in the future. Hey, well, Mandy, I hung out with Java last week. We met up in New York for coffee Wednesday morning, which was fun. I know Java's a very busy content creator at the moment, working on a lot of different projects, different games. I would love a collab with Java. I just have to ask her, I think. I have to ask her and have her pencil me in / me pencil her in, and we figure out a time. We have talked about doing like Phasmophobia 300 times. I have never done it. But I think we could do something. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Hey, appreciate that from Java. Java's great. Java's great. Like, she is one of the, well, she's the I would say my friend that I've made from Twitch stuff that isn't like a podcaster, like closest friend by far. We talk to each other about Twitch stuff all the time, personal stuff. I've been inspired. Like I talked about earlier, comparison versus inspiration. Java is such an inspiring streamer to me. She puts in so much work. She has put in so much effort into growing and putting out the best content she can. And it's such a great sight to see. Such a great sight to see. Oh my God, I need people playing Phasmo in my life. I know I'm going to shit myself so it makes me terrified. Tied pole? What'd I tell you? This is the Lesson 2 crew, baby. We tie poles around here. Amy, they were the prime sub. I know you get one of these, so thank you for using it. I appreciate it. But yeah, so we'll see. Does anyone else besides me like taco flavored Doritos? Because love, I've never had this. What do we do for a Doritos flavored tiebreaker? I mean, we could run a secondary poll if you want. Oh, Java's super friendly. We met each other because, and this is from a while ago now, but there was a Twitch partner, like an online webinar seminar type thing. It was called the Twitch Tour. And they invited a bunch of Twitch partners to partake in this. And it was basically like was it a 1-day event or 2-day event? Where there were like a lot of talks being, that were put out there with like different, some were content creators, some were like Twitch employees and stuff that were basically like tips and tricks and advice on streaming and content creation and all that, which was very informative. But they also had breakout rooms in these, and we would get into breakout rooms and like meet different people and talk and interact. And a lot of us followed each other like as the meeting was happening. So I met Java through there, and then I had definitely made an effort to like go into the streams of the people who I met through that and say hello, or just be like, oh, it was nice, talking to you in the breakout room or whatever. And I went into Java stream and she was playing GeoGuessr, and I was like, vibes are chill. Let me just sit here a little bit. I was like, this is sick. I was like, nice to meet you or whatever. And then we talked a little bit here and there. I don't know how we became as good of friends from there on. Like, I don't remember the through line of how it happened. But I'm happy it did. Let's see. If you see the Cool Ranch pickle Doritos, you have to get them if you like pickles. I like pickles. I never liked pickle flavored chips, Amy. Because we've had dill pickle flavored chips in Canada for a minute, and I just didn't fuck with them like that. Maybe a Cool Ranch one would change the game though. So we'll see. We'll see. Pulverized Cool Ranch on top of baked potato with sour cream. Yum. Damn, that's a recipe right there, Daisy. Ranked choice Dorito voting. Ranked choice Dorito voting. Ranked choice. What does that mean, Musketeer? I had crispy taco flavored Lay's yesterday. Bro picked on me because I didn't know the football player on the bag. He says he's the best of all time. Okay. Was the player on the bag Messi or Ronaldo? One of them I'm willing to agree with. One of them I'm going to disagree with bro on it. Oh, it's Messi. I don't know who he was. It's limited edition. That's fair. If he thinks Messi's the GOAT, that's fair. I just converted my mom to dill pickle chips because they are less intense salt and vinegar chips, which I do like salt and vinegar. Sometimes it's too much. Oh, look who's here. Chow here with a hot take bombshell. Ketchup chips. Who's the one who's hyped up Hype those up for me. Sounds like a bit of a live thing if I ever heard one, Chow. No, I agree with Messi as the GOAT. I would have disagreed with Cristiano Ronaldo as the GOAT. I think Messi winning the World Cup locked him in, solidified him. Salt and vinegar chips hurt my mouth. Mandy, sometimes on the lips, they can be intense if you have too much. I agree. Bates, welcome in. Hello, hello. I like a tame salt and vinegar. Some of them are intense. Some brands specifically can be intense. I just saw dill pickle pretzels at the store today. Damn. They really are dill pickle and everything, huh? We don't have them in New Zealand. Came to North America. They told they were the best chip I'd ever have. What brand ketchup chips did you get? And what is your favorite alternatively, Chow? So I can compare what is your favorite that they told you you'd like this more, you know? I hope they bring all dress chips back to US. Mandy, they did. Liana bought some this past week from our local store. All dress ruffles are here. Chris loves an all dressed. Yeah. We have all dressed now, officially. And I'll say this, they tasted a little less all dressed than the Canadian one. Like, I feel like the person who was bagging them up in Canada kind of loosened the wrist a little bit on the all dress seasoning. Whereas the US one, they were like, all right, we are sanctioned to do exactly this much. We're not doing a sprinkle more. We're not giving them more than we need to. Whereas the Canadian was like, oh, come on, have a little bit more all dress seasoning. That's kind of the vibe I got, but also partially dressed. Yeah. It was like if all dressed as like a full 3-piece suit and bow tie and like the handkerchief, this was like the guy was wearing a blazer and like nice dress shoes, but was wearing jeans with it. You know, it's like not all the way there. And a tie, but the tie was a clip-on, you know? The last time they were here was Lay's all dress and I tried them. Gotcha. Business casual ruffles, exactly. But yeah, they were still good. Like, don't get me wrong. If you like all dress, you like them. Have you considered playing the game Chained Together? When I tell you the answer is yes, and there were plans and conversations to do it behind the scenes, but we never got around to it, would you believe me? I was trying to get a game together. I had some people in mind to collaborate with it on, and then it didn't happen. I'm not going to put blame on other people. It definitely required me to chase people and lock a schedule in with them, which was definitely a daunting task because everyone was busy and it was peak Big Brother season. So it was hard to pull together. I don't think that the trend is over. Like, I think, you know me, I don't do content because something's trendy. So I don't do, okay, we're playing this video game because it's what everyone's doing. If I want to play the game, I'll play it. I'm down. And so I would be down to do a Chain Together. I just have to find both time, place, and people for it, which I'm not opposed to. But right now we're doing House of Ashes. We'll see where it goes from there, you know? If I see them, I'm getting them no matter what the brand. Glad to know it's Ruffles now, though. Yeah, it was Ruffles. Yeah. Okay, I was holding this slinky thing, and then I fucking got it, like, tangled, and I'm upset about it. This has kind of been, like, my fidget toy in the last couple of days, because I found it while I was moving my... Oh, another thing I did on Monday that took a lot of my time was building this desk, disassembling my entire setup with my computers, my computer, my monitor mount, my lights, my camera mount, and removing all the wires, putting it aside, moving the new table over, putting these stuff on the new table, and then putting the old table. It took a lot of my Monday. That was a lot of my Monday this week. Couldn't lock them down for a Chain Together. I see. Yeah, Mandy, you get me. Even when I pun, it's accidental sometimes. AZ, thank you for the 10 Mondays. Appreciate you. Welcome back into the stream, into the community. Appreciate it. Maybe some Liar's Bar. So D's, I watched that for the first time. I watched a YouTuber I watched play it. That looked fun. It's basically bullshit, but video game version. And I wasn't mad at it. I'd be down. Oh my God, this is gonna bother me. All right. Last call on the form, chat. We're locking the form down real soon. And then I'm going to head on out. I will have to pack tonight a little bit. I still have to trim my beard a little bit before my flight tomorrow. Is it a group game? Yes, it is. How are you finding House of Ashes? Scary, fun? Okay, ciao. So far, what I didn't anticipate was how much of the start of House of Ashes is like military themed and not so much scary. So I feel like there was definitely a decent subset of people that came to watch the stream yesterday on Tuesday that were like, bro, what is this? So it wasn't scary. Even when it was starting to get scary, it kind of didn't get scary. Or at least not yet. My anticipation is I'm gonna be terrified later. I think the scary is coming, but I think the build up here was mild. It's very different to the other Supermassive games. Yeah, this is only my second one, because I have done the Quarry, obviously, and now this is my second one. So yeah, I forgot how warish it was at the start, but it got us the characters in the story, and that's the good part, Mandy, is that part's over now, right? I assume we're gonna be in this goddamn House of Ashes tomb area for the rest of the round, or the rest of the time. So we'll see. We'll see. I'll say this, Chow. I'm just happy Merwin's gone, and I didn't have to be the one to do it. The game said Merwin's going no matter what, and I said, bless you, game. Thank you for nicing us. You know? I've not done Until Dawn. And honestly, Until Dawn could be a direction we go. I've heard little hope Until Dawn, so we'll see. Oh my god, I'm fucking this up more, chat. I should really not be fucking with this slinky thing right now. Anyway. Thank you, because I appreciate it. Thank you, Jinx. The use of quality means you have to watch the OG mole soon. That's how it works. Or I've already watched it and I was dropping you an Easter egg and you found it. There you go. You kind of did it though. I kind of did what so. And then we'll finish off with Subnautica. Exactly. Yeah, no, I saw your message in the Discord, Chow. I didn't have the heart to break your dreams right then and there. All right. Well, this question is, who are your favorite mods in order and why is Mandy first? Relax. Oh, you smothered him. Oh, Merwin. Right. I guess so. But I don't know what the alternative is. I feel like he looked like he was going to be done regardless. You know what I mean? It looked like that was coming. Like that end was near. Liv is first. And I said that shit. All right, Mandy. Let's not start this dialogue. I love my mods equally. Like a proud parent. Okay? If you see mods in here, I appreciate them. The mods, my mods, I'll speak for my community. Not every community is the same. My mods have been the backbone of this stream. Like, a lot of the things that were possible, the foundations laid for me to get to where I am. It's wow, nice of you to join us, Liv. Liv heard somewhere that we're complimenting the mods, so let me suddenly come hang out. Hello, Liv. Nice to meet you. Do you remember me? Do you remember me? My name's Pooya. Used to mod here, remember? But no, they truly have built they've really made this happen. And without them, I'd be nowhere. A lot of the graphics you see, like the emotes and the graphics for, like, you know, the banter debrief and stuff like that. And the Discord run operations, the early stream ideas, like the mods made this happen. Dak set up the Discord solo. And this, like, Liv, Mandy, like, they've been running it the whole way through here. They've given me so many of my emotes and you know, the starting soon screen, which a lot of you love, that I've not updated. That was a Liv original, I believe. The merch store. Shout out to Mandy for the merch, for the designs of the merch store, and for Liv for Liv and Mandy for, like, also helping setting up some of the merch store stuff that looked a little wonky. So yeah. You're such a duck. Why am I a duck? How many brownie points to be a mod? Infinite. Infinite. This has grown so much and the mods are still always on top of it. They really are, Softy. Like, you know, it's one of those things where, like, if you sneeze in like the quietest channel in the Discord, Liv has a record of how fast you sneezed and whether or not you used the Kleenex. Like, she's on top of it like a hawk, which is great, by the way. It's great. Very happy with the situation there. We got another question in the form. If you don't have a favorite mod, do you have a favorite cat? No. It's Pearl. No, I don't. No, I do not have a favorite cat. I like my cats equally as well. Yeah. Appreciate you too. Yes. I'll not forget my emotional distress at that tier list. You did give proper praise and love to Andy Coops, though, so I forgive you. Poor Clam. I just said equally. I didn't say anything otherwise. Chat, I really fucked up this slinky thing. And I'm scared I'm gonna like rip it. Hold on, I fixed it. I'm about to fix it. Watch me work. Ah! Okay, never mind. This is not the time for it. I told him I don't have a favorite pet either. It certainly couldn't be my 17-year-old cat named Kenzie. Queen Clam. Listen, Clam is great, but Clam has made it very clear that she is her mom's daughter, and I'm okay with this. I love that for her. But Pearl shows me affection like I matter. Clam does not show me affection like that. Clam only shows me affection when Liana's not home to feed her. Suddenly she's like, "Oh, Pooya, can I get some food? You're really nice. Your beard looks good today." And I was like, "Clam, you don't talk to me otherwise. Fuck you." Kenzie's not a catfish. She's your kid. She's amazing even though she's... Aw, Amy. Yeah, I'm gonna break this by the end of the night. Whenever we joke with my parents about a favorite child, they say they have a favorite child every different day. When someone has a big day like a graduation, we all agree they can be the favorite that day. Mandy, that's a very healthy way of putting that. That's great. I like the sound of that, where it's like, all right, today I'm the favorite. And I was like, yeah, you're the favorite. That makes sense. Also, I will be purchasing Mario Party Jamboree soon. I think that's in the plans. And I would love to stream that at some point as well. Get some people involved. Based on what I heard the other day in Goose Goose, I feel like I can get Dwight in on it. I can get Brando in on it. And one more loser / victim to go toe-to-toe with me. I think Scally was going to buy it, so I'll ask him and see. I think Peridium will have it. So there's definitely options. There's any peeps out there who will have it and be down to get taken out by me, you know? All right, chat. I almost fixed it. I almost did. I did it! Look! All right, no longer distracted here. I say this as I'm like starting to wind down, but all right. And on that note, forum is closed. Okay. Chat, I hope you had fun tonight. This was in lieu of course, tomorrow, because I'm not going to be in town. But I have said this before, I'll say it again. This is my favorite stream of the week. Getting to talk to y'all, have honest, open conversations, receive feedback, respond to feedback. Because when you leave something in the feedback form, I read all my feedback forms. You know that. But I don't get to talk about it like to you directly unless it's on the pad. So I'm happy that we had this stream. I think it was a very fun one. We answered quite a bit of questions tonight. I think we answered over 35, 30. I'm not going to do math, but over 30 questions for sure. So hope you had fun. If you're watching this on Friday because you were like, hey, where's the stream? I'm going to go check the Twitter. Oh, it was yesterday. Hope you had fun with us on a Friday night. I will be back on Tuesday for House of Ashes. That's my current plan. I did say in the Discord, let me know what timing people want it. I would say the earliest I'm willing to start by 6, 7. The latest I'm willing to start is like 9. So if we find this time in that time span, that would be great. The earlier I start, the more likely it is to be a longer stream. Okay, and the camera moved because this desk likes moving around with me. So that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. And then there should be a Goose Goose VOD on the YouTube, ready to go for Sunday. That's the plan, at least. So yeah, it's my favorite stream of the week, except for when you play spooky games. There we go. Now this week is your second favorite stream. How about 6:51? That's oddly specific, Jordan. Why 6:51? Why? But yeah, I'm glad y'all had fun with me tonight, chat. Thank you. Okay, appreciate it. That was fun vibes here. I'm happy you enjoy. Because I do enjoy as well. So I'm happy it's a two-way street here. Earlier the better for me, says respawning. Okay. Oh, thank you, Amy. Appreciate it. All right. I like earlier because I get sleepy, especially when I have to work next morning. And that's the thing. This is why I started tonight at 9 and not 10, is because I know that it's still a weekday and not everyone's on my wacky, goofy ass schedule where they're going to bed like 3, 4 a.m. and they have work in the mornings. I get that. Which is why I wanted to make sure that you're not getting, it's not running too late. Which is why I think I would like to go ahead and do the weekday streams earlier. It's like a 7, 8, if that makes sense. Them's the plans. Okay. All right, chat. Hope you have a good night. Thank you for hanging out. Told her schedule. Yeah. Scally raid. I was already queuing it up, Softy. You know where I'm going. You already know. If you do not know Scally, first of all, come on now. Scally is my co-host on the Traders Canada podcast for the traders. He's a good friend of mine. We hang out all the time when I go to these RHAP events. He's my #1 roommate at the RHAP events. So when you're going in there, we got to give him a raid message, right? And we're about to raid him with a very sizable community. We're about to go in, maybe like there's 95 people in here. If like let's say even 70 go or 60 go, so we're coming in with a squad. And trust me on this, chat, because you trust me, right? Can we please go in there and for your raid message, put a heart in? It can be a less than 2 or a regular red emoji. I'm fine with either. And then write ketchup. Just ketchup. Yes, the condiment. So just put a heart or a less than 2 and ketchup, okay? That's all I ask for the stream, the raid message. If you want to ad lib and add some more stuff, do it. That's the one. Mandy's got it. Heart, ketchup in the middle. Perfect. Can you tell us what that means? I believe Scally will fill in the blanks for you once he sees the messages. There we go. Mandy's now giving you 2 options. You can copy paste them if you want. Up to you. But yeah, so we'll do that. He'll fill it up. He'll fill in the blanks. If not, I'll fill it in later. But I hope y'all had fun with me. Thank you so much for hanging out, chat. I will see you on Tuesday. Hope you have a good weekend. Take care. Have a good one.